Today we're going to go over the best 3 clan capital attack strategies to get the most raid medals possible, which is crucial if you want to buy ores, magic items, or CC troops. The first attack strategy we're going to go over is Super Dragons and Skeleton Barrels. Now, I am showing this attack on Balloon Lagoon, but this attack strategy can work on any base that is super compact, as you can see here. However, on Balloon Lagoon, you do have these sort of anti-funnel buildings at the start. So you're going to see here, Carla's going to come in with a P.E.K.K.A. versus the splash damage, and then the super barb just clearing the trash. And you're gonna see, yes, we do reduce the number of skeleton barrels we can bring by doing this, but the funnel is so much better, and that is always important with super dragons, whether it be the main village or the clan capital. Now, if you want to set a really good funnel, you can take your time, but I know a lot of you are quite quick with the clan capital attacks, so you can kind of get straight into your super dragons and skeleton barrels after. Now, you don't want to put all your super dragons on the same tile. You want to kind of spread them in a line and maybe even hold on to one of them like you see here, and then you just slowly add the skeleton barrels one at a time. Keep in mind, you get 3 of them with each, and we're just going to use rage spells here. Now, you can use the endless haste as well, but the rage spell's probably a bit simpler to do. We have the last set of skeleton barrels coming in on the back end here, and whilst our super dragons are going to take a lot of damage right now, we have cleared out a huge amount of the base. In fact, the P.E.K.K.A. is still alive on the top side. So obviously we're seeing the super dragons on the Balloon Lagoon here, but other standard layouts that are really good for this is like Wizard Valley. Great for the super dragons. Good starting attack here. Let's see how Color finishes off the base. Now, with the second attack here, we're replacing the P.E.K.K.A. and the Barb with some battle rams, because we need to open up the base so we can deploy our troops a little bit closer. That's the simple way. Use the P.E.K.K.A. and Barb in the first attack to set a funnel, then you don't need it in the second. And look, we're coming in with the battle rams here, and the Barbs are going to do a nice job tanking for our super dragons as well. We're going to come in with a split approach here. We got 2 dragons on one side, 2 on the other, and that is definitely going to be enough. Have a look at the value you can get out of the skeleton barrels. We use the zap. Just use the zap wherever you want. Perfect on a single inferno, and this base, it's not even close. Now, Balloon Lagoon is one of the easier districts, so, you know, you should generally be able to get it in 2, but this army is a surefire way to secure it. Even if you do something ridiculously wrong, you will run over the base with this, particularly because a lot of clans, the last thing to upgrade is either the air defense or the air bombs. So this army comes in strong. Next up, we come over to the Dragon Cliffs, which is one of the tougher districts unless you know how overpowered Miners Double Frost is. Essentially, deploy all 10 miners on the same tile. They have split here, which is a bit annoying, and then put your 2 frost spells down as you see. Their range is enormous. Just make sure you get everything. Now, you'll notice Kala used the zap there really early, and I don't recommend that at all. Save the zap for, in particular, like the rockets, or the blast bow that you see here, because you've got this high HP building right here, and you're going to notice if we had the zap right now, the blast bow would not get a shot off, because you would have zapped right then, and then the miners take it down. Unfortunately, we do take a lot of damage. In saying that, he's probably so confident he can take down the base in 2, because I mean, look at it. The base stands no chance. The super dragons are getting slowed as well, and whilst they're very effective against miners when they're quick, when they're slow, they're not going to get enough shots off. So we're only going to get 37% with this entry hit, but the second hit is so free because we're going to have 4 frosts on the map. Here we come in with the 3rd frost, and then on the top side, the 4th frost. Look at that. It's not even getting insane value. It's just worth using that more than a heal or a rage spell. So you see, yet again, deployed them all on the same tile. Now, the reason I'm sure a lot of you will like this attack strategy, more so than the miners with the double heal, is you can force quit. I know I shouldn't be promoting force quitting as a content creator. Obviously, you know, play Clash as much as you want, but I know a lot of you do like force quitting on the clan capital, and this is a great army to do that. The only thing hasn't deployed yet is the zap. Now, obviously, I think it's worth waiting around with the zap if there's a blast bow or something, but this base does not stand a chance on the second hit here. I mean, there's just no defenses firing back. The super dragons are all stuck on the other side of the base. Now, One of the downsides of super miners is because they're so strong and they're so widely used, a lot of people are baiting them. And I know myself in Clan Capital currently, I'm struggling a bit more with the super miners than I used to because bases are catching up. And if you're getting wrecked by the super miners, I can't recommend enough, if you want the best base possible in the Clan Capital, look at getting a base from the Clan Capital team. Here we've got it blueprint, so it's Carla, you see here, and TK. Obviously, a lot of you love TK on the channel. Build all the bases for the Clan Capital team, and they focus on anti-super miner bases. Obviously, they try and defend other things too, but anti-super miner is all what they're about, and clearly pretty successful at it, because I know some of the bases I've run into are bases of theirs that I've seen on the channel, and they are super difficult to take down. So, if you want, head over to the site, and the Clan Capital section will have all that you need it, or on the Discord server, because yeah, super miners definitely strong, particularly the double frost approach that's on Dragon Cliffs, because what can the super dragons do? And now we come to Builder's Workshop, and we've got an OP attack strategy for you here, because something about Builder's Workshop, there isn't a lot of splash damage on it, which makes the Graveyard, Super Barbs, Rams, a very, very nice attack strategy. So this attack strategy, definitely best on Builder's Workshop. It can also work on bases with lots of open walls. All those bases that kind of control the pathing of your troops. Very common base style. So we put the Frost Spell down. Now you do need to get good Frost Spell value with this attack. But generally, particularly on Builder's Workshop, you'll be able to find some Frost value, as you see here. Spread the Graveyards out. We've used most of the Rams quite early on. And notice how we're just sprinkling the troops in. We don't want to give extra value to, say, these Crushers, Blast Bow, or the Giant Cannon, I believe that's called, in this attack strategy. So we've got to sprinkle it in. So unfortunately, unlike the super miners that you saw, this is not an attack strategy where you can force quit as well. But it is relatively quick. And on top of that, this second attack in this is so fun. Like, the first attack, you will come a little bit short. The second attack, you are going to run over the base. So it does come in a little bit less than probably was going for, but trust me, we're going to get this 6,000 capital gold in the last attack nice and easily. We're going to wait for this last super barb. I don't even know where he deployed it. Missed it completely. Let's go into attack number 2. Coming in on attack 2, and I know you're disappointed that you can't force quit, but it's 1 minute, guys. Like, that is super quick. I also love, I'm going to pause it quickly. We wall broke on the top side, or battle rammed on the top side, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to take out this blast bow for free because of the dead zone around it. Now we're about to come in on the bottom. As you can see, the Graveyards had started. Yet again, spreading them all out. And here we go with the Battle Rams. We're going to have the Super Barbs in behind. Battle Rams are doing a great job tanking. And now we're going to get a swarm of skeletons going everywhere. And the base is just confused. And you can see why low splash damage is critical for this army. We're going to completely run over it. Not even close. How good is this? I find this attack really satisfying. Obviously, I know a lot of you didn't like when the Graveyard came out because it felt a little bit overpowered. But, I mean, I rather this than Super Miners, right? And look at this. The Blast Bow is trying its hardest. You got to respect that. But it's going to fall well short. And that's it for the video today. So this was the top 3 easiest attack strategies. Obviously, a couple of them are base specific. But the Super Miners and the Dragons can work on a lot of bases. This can work on a lot of bases. You just need to be wary of splash damage and accessibility of the base. But let me know down below, should we do a second part to this video with the easiest ways to take down the remaining 4 districts? Do you want to see like the best 3 attack strategies in terms of raw power? So not just spam strategies, like total OP attack strategies? Let us know. Haven't done much Clan Capital content, and clearly we should do more. And if you want the best Clan Capital links, we'll link that video on the left.